The action continues here in Sindelfingen on day one of the European Darts Grand Prix and one of the most eagerly awaited matches of the first round draw. Max Hopp, the great young German hope, one of three German players left in the draw after the defeat for Jihan Artud earlier today. But Hopp up against it. He's up against a man who's had a very lucrative year so far. Gerwyn Price, trousering over 60 grand so far, thanks in large to his run to the last 8 of the World Match Play in July, where he beat Michael Smith and Adrian Lewis. He's not really hit the heights to a great extent on the European circuit, just the one notable run, but he's had a couple of defeats of late and he'll be looking to get back on track here this weekend at the expense of one of the main hopes for the German crowd here. Rod Harrington, I'm delighted to say, has made it back with us for the evening session, and in time, Rod, for what should be a very, very good match.
Was that a little bit of a dig,
no,
Robert?
I'm just relieved to hear it. I was really worried about you.
No, I know you was, yes. I'm, at my age, I do go missing. Yes, well, what Gerwyn Price is going to have to put up with here is a little bit of a noisy crowd going down on the doubles.
91.
We don't like to see it, we don't like to hear it, but it's part of it.
Yep.
And but it'd be interesting to see how Gerwyn bounces back after missing darts at a double against Michael Smith in the Grand Prix.
80.
Michael Smith got out of jail, which you do now and again, and to the expense of Gerwyn Price. But Max, one of the up-and-coming stars, and we certainly do need a young up-and-coming German. And it'll be interesting to see, because he does beat himself up a little bit too much at times, does Max.
100.
Well, Price, I mentioned, he's had one highlight in Europe so far this year. He made the quarter-finals in Gibraltar, where he lost 6-5 to fellow Welshman Jamie Price. These two did meet, actually, in the first
59.
round in Venray as well. Hopp won that one 6-5, if we can read anything into that. I don't think we can. It's a very different occasion this time around, because since then, Price, like I say, he's had a very lucrative year with that run to the World Match Play last 8 in July as well. But Hopp, on his day, a very, very tough cookie, as Raymond van Barneveld will testify.
Especially if he starts to get the first dart in the treble, because if he does, it normally
140.
follows. 180 to boot.
Yeah, it's always good to come up with a 180 against the throw. Hopp, though, down to a finish, and Gerwyn Price just looking to put a bit of pressure on, and he's done exactly that so far.
Yes, the 180s, Rob, we say that they do the most damage against the throw. Oh, and I thought that looked good for another treble.
140.
Well, he's left a bit of a funny double, but
157.
it is a double. Now the treble 19 for Gerwyn Price. Oh, and he wants double top. What a finish this would be.
137.
Puff of the cheeks from Price.
Actually require 30.
It was a chance. Hopp, though. Now, will he go double 15 or 10 double 10? Which way will he go here? He's just having to think about it, maybe.
I think he'll go straight for it. Now he's got to attack it. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that is a good last dart.
In the first leg. Max Hopp going to go into trophies.
And that's got the crowd going. Holding his throat.
140.
Hopp coming through qualifying last night. He beat Sasha Goldhammer 6-3 in his final match. His reward, a very, very tough opening match, but so far he's enjoying himself out there. He looks to be thriving with the crowd behind him. Gerwyn, though, not to be out-muscled here. And look at that, pointing the way with a 180.
Well, certainly Gerwyn plays to the crowd as well now. Likes to get them on his side, and he's going to have to do an awful lot to get this Germans on his side 93. Against Max. Still a young man, Max. I mean, he'll be playing in the Youth World Championships on Monday night back in England.
Yeah, he was 19 in August, so he's
50.
Certainly got bags of time on his side. Still a baby.
Yeah, I've had a lot of chats with Max, and what he's doing is expecting it too early, too much too early, and he just needs to to settle down as an apprenticeship, as I call it.
121.
You know, he's jumped on the big stage really
131.
quickly, and he's think that majors should come automatically. Well, that's not going to happen. He's going to have to just put in perhaps a couple of years apprenticeship.
23.
And, get the experience.
Major require 147.
There isn't many players that have walked on that big stage and won tournaments straight away.
Yeah, well, despite that 180, Gerwyn Price might lose this leg because of that 23 visit.
57. Going you
Hopp is
require
down to 90.
108.
Price, who suspects, needs to finish this here and now because Hopp is waiting to pounce. And Price won't finish it here and now. And Hopp has a gilt-edged opportunity to break here, despite that maximum
90.
from Gerwyn Price earlier in this leg.
Well, if it's the 60, well, he hasn't hit that. They go 20 again. Now it's the bullseye. Oh, and the bullseye it
In the
is.
second leg.
And Gerwyn Price was ready to come back to the hockey there.
Yeah, he wasn't
Third
expecting
leg,
that.
Max
No, he
to
was
throw
not. And
first.
that was a blow.
Game on.
And the problem with these youngsters, Rob, when they start playing like this, they tend to get very confident. And sometimes then they can be hard to tug back.
60.
So Gerwyn has got to really get back into his stride and win this leg.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he's struggling for the big numbers.
97.
It's a recovery to an extent. I think Hopp will have taken great heart from his two meetings with Barney. One he won,
100.
one he lost. He beat him in Mulheim before losing 6-0 to Huybrechts, but then Van Barneveld exacted his revenge in Innsbruck a week later. It was a stunning display in his defeat of Barney in Mulheim.
Again, that first start is in the perfect position.
Needs to back it up.
And he hasn't
100.
done.
And he hasn't.
No, the previous three was exactly the same sort of darts. But Gerwyn certainly is backing it up.
139.
Well, Price has a good chance to break back here. Good pressure, though, from Hopp. Oh, that's brilliant.
This time he has backed the first starter.
Going you require 140.
And what a time.
Oh.
Really has put the pressure on Gerwyn Price here. Now, the thing with Max Hopp, as we say so often, I mean, he'll probably go for the 25 because that gives him the
70.
two darts of double.
Max
the problem with
requires
doing that, when you're
61.
playing well, how many times do they hit the bullseye?
Yeah. Well, 25 would leave double 18. Oh, how
in the
good
third
was
leg.
that from Max Hopp? Confidence
Fourth leg
coursing
going
through his
to
veins at the
throw
moment.
first. Game on.
Gerwyn Price hasn't done a great deal wrong.
No, he hasn't.
14 darts thrown from
59.
Max Hopp. Gerwyn Price is on a shot against the throw, so he's only thrown 12 darts. Same in the first leg, I believe. So
He's got the better average at the
60.
moment as well.
97 average for Gerwyn, so not doing a great deal wrong, but he's not turning it into legs.
85.
Yeah, similar averages now. But it's Hopp who's just got himself into those all-important positions and he's made the most of them.
57.
Now, this is the difference between, say, a Michael Van Gogh and a Phil Taylor, an Andy
97.
Lewis or Gary Anderson when they're on form, to the youngsters that are coming through. Max Hopp has thrown up three great legs. Now, this is where the consistency lacks in them sometimes. They don't now push on and
100.
really punish their opponent. Hello, a little bit of pressure there
80.
from Gerwyn.
Yeah, but it's another sub-100 visit from Gerwyn. 12 darts to get down to 180. Max Hopp not really landing any significant punches
81.
here. Okay, he's down to 203, so he's 23 behind on the Price throw. And it breaks all well and good here for Hopp, but it's not essential for him.
100.
Well, Gerwin may only get one dart at double top, so if Max can hit 140, it'll certainly put the pressure on. Well, he's going down below at 171, which would have left him double 16. And that is pressure. That is brilliant darts from Max Hopp.
You require 80.
Now, who can take this out? Gerwin Price is going to get 2 darts at double 10. Can he find? Yes.
Shot and a
That's
full
better
flag.
from Gerwin Price. And he just tells the crowd to shut up, which is
Flag,
the
Max
worst thing
to
you can
throw
do.
first.
Now he's telling them to give him some noise.
Game on.
Yeah, silencing the crowd, or at least trying to silence the crowd, giving them something back. And all of a sudden, Max Hopp has to switch to the 19s to
81.
try and recover a score here.
And Gerwin's doing it with a big smile on his face. And to be quite honest, you know, he comes from a professional rugby background, so he's used to people booing and calling him names and
Oh, he's had much worse than this, I'm sure.
saying lovely things about people he knows. Whatever goes on in them rucks, them scrums.
Yeah, big weekend for Welsh rugby, of course. Quarter-final of the World Cup.
60.
And Scotland are in the world.
And Ireland as well.
Yeah.
Chatting to Mickey Mansell earlier.
There's only one team that isn't. Yes, I know. My wife is devastated.
100.
She even started to learn the rules of rugby. That is frightening.
Tell you what,
That is frightening. If she starts to play golf, then I'm finished.
learning the rules of rugby. Beyond me.
You just hit the bloke as hard as
60.
you can. I thought that was the intention. You would not get me playing that game.
No. Well, yeah.
Certainly not
Some
at
of
my
us-
age. They'd break
Some
me in
of us
two.
didn't have a choice at school.
93.
Couldn't wait to end that. Awful. Anyway, back to the darts. Hopp, 300 away from a 4-1 lead, but just losing his way here momentarily.
55.
It's about that consistency, Rob, don't
Yeah.
I? You know, they can roll off 2 or 3 legs, but they can't roll off 5 or 6 to really finish a game off. And let's fact, Gerwin is still in that sort of position himself, because he hasn't been in the game more than, 3 years now.
60.
Yeah, Price hasn't really punished him there. Okay, he's got a bit of a cushion here against the throw. And he is down to a finish first as well, so he's in a good position here, Gerwin Price.
Needs the 140 though.
100. Going you require
Really enough. So a
148.
nice straight turn from Price. We'll just set it up perfectly.
60. Max, you require 145.
Let's hit the 3 there as well. Oh,
24.
I just
That's
don't
critical.
understand.
You require
The second
88.
dart was just thrown, and so was the third.
well, we saw plenty of that in the Watermain and Marjanovic. Just basic, not hitting the big numbers, and Hopp there has been guilty of it as well.
28.
Could have cost him the leg.
Max, you require 121.
You know, he should be on well under 100 now. He might not get a dart at the double, which he will do though. But it could have been a dart at the double,
73.
or
Going you
It could
require
have 2.
60.
yes.
So tops for a break here for Gerwin Price,
Hey,
and all of a
fifth
sudden
leg.
3-0 becomes
Gerwin
3-2. And Gerwin Price has given the crowd something else to think about here.
6th leg going to throw first.
Yeah, you have to say that was a big chance missed there from Max Hopp.
Game on.